Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Off the option, here's Taylor. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for the Steelers score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Richardson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Richardson. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. There he goes, right side. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Richardson looking to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This one finds Pierce on the out route. Richardson on 4th down. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Able to find his man, Woods. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! Jelani Woods, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 55 yards.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A nice throw there. And, you know, this game, a true rarity. Not one, but you got 2 rookie quarterbacks facing each other in the playoffs. What do you think, Charles, that says about the state of quarterback play in today's NFL?
I'm glad you asked that question, because all week in preparation for this game, I thought about that, and what I've landed on is this. These kids play high-stakes games from the time they're in high school. A lot of them travel to play games. They play on television. They go to college, play big-time games. And let's face it, the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. So these kids develop a lot faster and are a lot more confident before they even hit the NFL.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
And he's going to go down. couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running right through him. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tanner Connor from 8 yards out. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Richardson now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Richardson off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Pickett. Pickens is there on the crossing route. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards over. It's now 3rd down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Richardson working from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperate. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the...
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, 42 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. They find some open field, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. Doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is down to 24.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Always got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard